Tamara, you're chasing grave robbers in Queens. What do you got?
Grave robbers have stolen hundreds of thousands of dollars from Maple Grove Cemetery in Queens. What are they stealing? Bronze vases. Holy crap, this is heavy. I chased a story to the cemetery in Kew Gardens, and I met with Phillip Rash-Flynn. Phil has worked there for decades, and he used to do security. He told me that this has been a continuing problem.
I would do morning security here at the time. I was in a different position, and I would see blocks of vases missing, and you could tell it was fresh. I mean, I would do the same security route the night prior. There were vases there, and then that morning there's just clumps of dirt from where they pulled it out and a broken chain.
He said some nights it was up to 50 vases, and he showed me a bill from 2011 that replaced these vases at a cost of $51,000 for 2011. And like I said, this has been going on for decades. These vases, they now cost $250 to replace. The cemetery, they used to replace them for free, but now they say that this is the property of the individual who owns the grave plot. So family members who bought this grave site now are responsible for paying for a replacement if they want one.
So how much is the, wait a minute, I can ask you this. How much does it weigh?
8 pounds, about 8 pounds.
So it's a losing problem. It makes absolutely no sense to steal it because the vase has more value intact than if you sell it for bronze, because if you sell it, it's only worth about $10
but if you're
instead of
melting
$250.
down dozens of them and you're selling it, I mean, the guy that would the guy that's at the level that he's stealing off the gravesite, I got to figure 10, 20 bucks.
And when you're taking 20 to 30 a night, that's also makes it a little bit more profitable, but it's still really disgusting. Phil took me out and showed me where recent grave robberies have happened. I actually walked down this one row, and both grave sites on either side of me, all the vases had been stolen. But families have to now decide whether to replace something that's very personal to them. So I walked with Phil down these rows of gravestones that were actually missing. They have it protected with barbed wire and a fence. They've now put in new security measures, including cameras and infrared, to catch these thefts in action. They caught one thief in 2011. They showed me the picture of him. It's a little bit blurry, but they caught him.
Just one,
and
though.
he was, and he was prosecuted, but that's only one. This is a continuing problem.
Can I ask you on that guy that got caught? Because I'm thinking with all the security, is it people sneaking in late at night, or are they mourners that are just kind of casually walking over to a gravesite and taking an urn?
This blew my mind. It's both. This is a huge cemetery. At night it is pitch black, but during the day mourners can come, and unfortunately Phil showed me it's hard to keep track of everybody who's in there. What he wants to make sure is that people know that this is not acceptable, and they will prosecute them if they're found to be stealing these vases.
What's bothering me is this has been going on for 10 years. Why haven't they figured out a better way to secure the vase to the gravesite?
But what you guys don't realize is that one of the guys that got caught at this Kew Gardens cemetery, it was an inside job. He was an ex-employee of the cemetery, and he was the one doing the thefts. And they caught him because they went to the dealers and someone recognized him. So yes, you can have the best security system in the world, but if it's your own guy doing it, how do you defend yourself?
If you're stealing from a gravesite, really, shame on you. Come on.